Hi, everyone. You're all welcome to this presentation. My name is Ismail Abdulmodi. I'm popularly known as the Mentor Ismail, and I'm known for this because for years, all I do is anything that has to do with capacity, human capacity building, uh, building businesses, and being a coach to a lot of people. And then a few years back, like a year, I mean, 2, 3 years back, I delved into forex trading, and since then, it has been so a beautiful journey and rewarding and self-sufficient. Self-sufficient, yeah. So um, after a while, I realized that being the kind of person I am, I like to be in anything or anything that has to do with empowerment. So I discovered this opportunity with this beautiful company, and I've decided to fly with them. So this presentation is solely about why I took that decision, and I hope you see the reasons at the end of the day. Okay. So let's go to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it right now. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah. All right. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat box. If you want, if you can hear me, yeah, put a one in the chat box if you can hear me. So I'll share my screen right about now. Yeah. Right about now, sharing my screen, and we go straight to it. Go straight to the presentation. All right. So quickly, there's something, before we start, the name of the academy or the company is called, it's actually EA Economy, right? So EA Economy, but I call it EA Economy. Yeah. So it's a beautiful platform. And I will tell you why it's beautiful. Don't take my word for it. I mean, you're going to see it before the end of the presentation, or by the end of the presentation, I think you also agree with me that it's actually a fantastic platform for anyone who is willing to go somewhere in life. Now, quickly, I wanted to imagine something. Imagine a life where your financial decisions are no longer driven by fear or kind of driven by uncertainty, but now it's now driven by your confidence and purpose in life. Picture yourself in control, making choices that align with your dreams rather than being held back by limitations, and being held back by things that happen around you. So just to put this in retrospect, like just put yourself in the picture where you are now independent as far as decision making is concerned, as far as financial issues is concerned. Now this is not just a fantasy. This is something that is already a reality for a lot of people, and and how that can be a reality as well is the reason why we are here today, so we can create that reality together. Okay, so I want to welcome you to the start of something powerful. Okay, something so powerful, because today is not just about another opportunity meeting that you've been going. It's not about another seminar that you've been attending. It's actually about freedom. Yes, today is actually more about freedom. Okay. When it comes to freedom, I'm talking of freedom to make your own choices, freedom to do things you want to do without worry, to live your own life on your own terms, freedom to build a future that reflects your dreams. You get my point? So this seminar is actually your own opportunity to take control, to empower yourself with the knowledge. Now we're going to be providing you the tools we're going to be delivering or sharing with you tonight. All of this put together is actually meant to turn your financial challenges into opportunities. So the journey to financial freedom begins right now. But at the end of the day, it all depends on something. And what is that? Your mindset. The mindset is very important, in anything you do, because the mindset is like, when you talk about the mindset, it's like the lens through which you see the life generally. Sometimes in life, the difference between someone who is seeing obstacles in everything and the one who is seeing opportunities in everything is the mindset. Okay. So your mindset is actually your reality and is what determines, going to be what be determining how far you go in life. So please, I'd like you to be in the right mindset, be open-minded, and remember, there's no pressure. My job is to share with you. Your job is to decide. Whichever one you decide is up to you, or will be up to you at the end of the day. Okay. All right. Good. Let's get to it. So talking about this company called Economy, the office is situated in that's at the head office is at Nevada in the United States. Okay, that's the base of Economy. Though we have our branches all over the world, and mostly it's actually an online stuff, right? But this is the head office in Nevada. Now, before we think about this platform, why do we need this and all that? Let's quickly delve a little bit, because it's not just about the company. It's not about the opportunity. It's about you, right? So let's delve into you as a person. Now, talking about us, there are different ways we make money. And you see that these ways we talk about, we call it cash flow quadrant. This was actually originated by a renowned writer, investor, real estate expert, and so on. This guy is popular. A lot of people know him. He has made so much money in millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, actually, even not billions. Robert Kiyosaki, he designed an idea called cash flow quadrant, which describes the life of everyone who makes money. Now, either you make money as an employee, where of course there's no leverage. We all know that. As you work as an employee, no leverage. I mean, your time is not yours and all that. But that does not mean it's bad, actually. It's just that it's limiting, right? And remember, we're talking about financial freedom. So now being an employee is not enough. But unfortunately, 60% of the population lives their life, they live their life in this circle, right? Now, some of them become so wise and they feel like, oh yeah, I think I need to move further. So they go to the next level, which we call the self-employed. Now, the self-employee or self-employees are people who own their own job. Now, they are not working for someone, they own their own job this time around, but still there's no leverage because everything depends on them. The idea, the money, the plan and everything depends on them. Okay, so imagine you have to plan everything, so it's still limited. But unfortunately, like as I said before, still have 35% of the population in this circle. Now, these two are on the left side. Now, let's go to the right side of the quadrant. We have the business owners. Now, if you look at the business owners, the word leverage is mentioned, right? What do we mean by leverage? Here, people work for you, actually. So you bring an idea up, and you bring the best of the best hands to handle this idea without your involvement, which means whether you're there or not, money comes in. That is what we call business owner. Now, what is the reward of this? You make endless money. Your money, your fortune, your profit is not dependent on you. It is dependent on the number of useful, number of smart people, number of people who are very effective that you have in your team. So imagine the more people you have, the more ideas they bring in, the more money you make. That is leveraging. Now, here you make a lot of money, and you have enough time to do other things in life. And also, with this one, it's easier. And now, yeah, here, unfortunately, only 4% are here in the circle. Why? Because the criteria to even being in this circle is actually very, very demanding, that a lot of people here as an employee or self-employed is very difficult for most people to dive into here, isn't it? Now, and also, the only people that can go straight to the last part, which is the investor or being an investment or being an investor, which is the last place everybody wants to go. I mean, this is where everybody wants to be, are business owners, right? So now who are investors? These are guys with serious money. They have huge money, talking of tons of thousands, over thousands of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, millions of dollars to buy into businesses, buy into ideas that are not actually them, theirs, ideas that they will buy into and other people already running. I mean, a successful idea already, where they just sit down and make their passive income for life. Imagine having an investment where you put in $100 million and you only there get maybe 2% or even 1%. What is 1% of $100 million? If 10% is 10 million, right? 100% will be 1% will be 1 million. Now, $1 million every month. Imagine that. So meaning you can rest for your life because your 100 million is working for you. And how long will you have to take to get your capital back? At least you have 100 months to make your money back. I mean, this happens, but it happens with big money, big investment. So you see bigger opportunity. Now, the reason for this presentation is actually for how you can move to this side of the quadrant. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you how you own a business here and how you also invest afterwards. I mean, that is actually something that is up to you. It's going to be up to you. But then my job is to show you a way to get to this level where you can create several incomes that will help you to get to the level we're all aiming at, which is the investment circle, right? Now, our method is going through Forex. There are a lot of ways, but we'll talk about Forex. Why are we choosing Forex as our own medium? Because Forex is actually a big thing. And I know a lot of you must have heard about it. A lot of you must have seen it. You must have seen people that are very, very successful. At least we heard about Harvey Forex, Jeffrey Benson, Precious. I'm talking of Nigerians now because I'm a Nigerian, living in Nigeria, right? Now, these guys are everywhere. You hear about them. There's a guy in Ghana called Kojo Forex. These guys, they are very young guys. They buy houses, buy buildings, buy Lamborghini, Bugattis, several cars. They are just so rich, so wealthy. The other day, they were interviewing a girl, Precious, less than 30. She just bought a car of 180 million naira. And another guy, a married man who is already established, but he was being interviewed as well in his garage alone. His garage is worth over 600 million naira. I mean, these are guys who goes into forex now. Everybody wants to be a member of want to go into forex because of the result they see. But let's talk about forex. What is forex? Forex simply means foreign exchange. It means exchange of currencies, buying and selling of currencies. You travel from this country to this country, you exchange currencies. There's a deal between this country and this country, there's an exchange of currencies. That's exactly what it means. So that makes it the largest financial market in the world because every transactions in the world are in this area. Okay. And that's why in a day alone, in the forex market, over $6.7 trillion are transacted in a day, in a single day. You can imagine that kind of market we're presenting to you. And that's why it's a global market because everybody all over the world, we are all involved in forex trading, and it's the first liquid market in the world. It operates 24 hours, 5 days a week, and operates on any smart devices. That's why you see a lot of people can now tap into forex, into foreign exchange business, or into the forex, like the financial market itself, right from their bedroom, right from the office, even on vacation, anywhere you are, so long you have the smart devices, you can make money from the forex market. And also the big players that have been running this forex market for a while before now, people like us now have access, like ordinary people like us now have access to the market, where government, central banks, financial institutions, individuals, and so on. Now you have an opportunity to be part of this and tap into it. That's why people make a lot of money from it. But then there are restrictions. There are reasons why a lot of people still don't go into forex or go into it and then quit. Number one, time to learn. A lot of people are not actually patient to make or to learn how to make money in forex trading. Number two, some people are not the type that are very conversant with computer calculation, charts, and stuff like that. It affects them. I mean, they're not really good in catching up with things like that. Number three, people are busy sometimes. The kind of job they do, the kind of work they do are so demanding that they don't have the time to plug into this. Number four, emotion. Some are not good in handling their emotion. So things like this are more and much more are reasons why a lot of people cannot get into this now. That is a problem. So why is it a problem? Because on the other side, you can see the opportunity for you to be very successful in life, for you to be very rich, for you to make a lot of money while still in your bedroom without even having to go out there to struggle like you do every day. Yet there are barriers that are limiting you from tapping into this market. Now, that is a problem. And we all know that in business world, business is all about problems and solutions. If there's a problem, whoever brings the solutions, that means that the business has started, isn't it? So that is why I'm going to introduce you to this guy called Hassan Mahmoud. Who is Hassan Mahmoud? It's a techie guy. I mean, this guy is a financial expert in the Wall Street in the United States. He's an American. This guy has made multiple 9 figures in the global sales, talking about anything called fintech. This guy has spoken and trained in 62 countries, 62 different countries all over the world as an expert, advising, teaching, providing technologies to enhance the banking, the financing, the trading, and everything that has to do with financial industry or institution. This guy you mentioning is a key guy in that business in that field. Yeah. And he has helped tens of thousands of people worldwide as well to learn the power of passive income. So this guy is actually qualified. And that's not all. He has been a consultant to Yahoo Finance, to Market Watch, CBS, MSNBC, Fox News, Disrupt, Influencing, and Entrepreneur. All of these are records that this guy have broken. With all this record, this guy is, I mean, if he comes up with a solution, everybody would like to listen. He's been doing that for years, not today. He's a young guy, but he's a very rich guy that have skills, that have got these tech skills, and have broken a lot of records in the market. So he's the founder and the CEO of this platform called Economy. Now, talking about this guy, why is he so special now? Why is he so special to this presentation? Because he has created products to solve the problems that I mentioned earlier that stops people from trading Forex. The first one is knowledge. Like I talk about it, a lot of people don't know how to learn they don't even have an idea on how to learn how to make or to be a Forex trader. He provided a platform called ECA, one of his products, ECA. If you're plugged into this ECA, you learn directly from coaches, from educators, people who have made money, people who have been in this industry for long. Not all these YouTubers. I mean, some of the YouTubers that just tell you blah, blah, blah. These guys, they hold you by the hand. They show you the trades they are taking. They show you how they do it. And then you become it. I mean, we have a lot of, like me, I'm a product of this academy. I mean, I'm a product of an academy, so to speak. I learned how to trade Forex from the first academy I joined. And then now I'm here. And that's it. So you learn and you become independent, how to take trades and how to see the market and so on and so forth. You have the chance to meet them, to ask questions, live sessions every now and then, every day, different people with different expertise in different areas. We have Solex, which is another product. That product, Solex, is for people who don't want to learn. They just want to copy and paste. They don't care. They don't want to learn what Forex is, how that. All they want to do is the educators take their trade, they send the exact trade they are taking to them, they copy and they make money. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm saying before we round up this presentation, okay? They review the alert and then they decide to take it. We have Manara, an AI semi-robot, which helps you also to go into the market to scan ideas. And from these ideas, you take, and then when you take, you make money as well. Manara is like an employee for you. This is one of the products you're going to be enjoying. Imagine every day, even as a Forex trader like me, I enjoy using Manara because it allows me, it limits my time on the screen. I don't have to look for setup myself. Manara check the setups for me. I just review it and I take my trade. And you have trades every now and then. In a day, you can have more than 60 to 50 trades idea from Manara. This is how Manara looks, okay? So when it sends, or it shows you the idea, you see the exit points, it shows you where to exit, where to enter the trade, and you take your profits. All you do is just copy and then you make money. This is Manara for you, okay? It's one of our products that this guy created. And so we have another one, stock options. And that area is headed by this beautiful lady. It's a young, beautiful lady. Stock options. People make a lot of money from this part as well. As a matter of fact, the win rate here is over 90%. The other day, one of the lady was giving a testimonial. In 1 week, she made over $16,000 from stock options alone. That's another part of trading that we have the product. This other part is interesting. The AI part of it, the Athena and the Achilles. Now, what are these ones for? There are people who are loaded. Now, listen to this. You can't be poor and say, I don't want to learn, I don't have the time. No, your time is you're using your time elsewhere to make money. So that money is what you invest, right? So you can't be poor and still say, I don't have time. But for guys who are really making money out there, they have their businesses and they are very successful at it, yet they want to go into the market, the Forex market, want to make money. Because sometimes keeping money in the bank, if I have 100 million naira, putting it in the bank will not make me richer. But if I have 100 million naira, putting in here will make me richer. How? Because Athena trades for you. You don't need to do anything. Just put your money in your own broker. Now, instead of giving your money, because I know a lot of people give their money to people like, hey, trade for me, and then the story comes after that. Sometimes, I mean, not all the time, but sometimes it happens like that. Now, instead of you harboring that fear, why don't you just put your money with Athena? The Athena trades for you and at least guarantee between 3 to 5% minimum a month. Sometimes it does more than that, 10% or so, but being conservative, I have to say, it's 3%, 5% every month. So what does that mean? Imagine you have $10,000 somewhere just lying down. I mean, yeah, you put it in Athena. It's okay, let it lie in Athena. When you put it in Athena, when I say put it in Athena, you're not giving it to someone. You pay for Athena, you connect Athena to your own broker that you're going to be in control of. It's going to be on your phone. You're the one controlling everything. Okay? Athena helps you to trade your money and guarantees you 3%. But the worst that have ever happened, which is just once. I think it happened once or twice. And that was a general market stuff during the war between Russia and Ukraine. The lowest Athena made was 1.5%. And this is still good. So if you have a $10,000, imagine making $300 every month on $10,000. I mean, compound that. That's a lot of money than you keeping it in the bank. Okay? Imagine when you have $100,000. That's 3K every month. That 3K can serve a lot of good for you, isn't it? So this is for someone who don't want to be part of it. Just have the money, put it in your account. We help you connect Athena, and it makes you more money. This is for big guys, So we have product for everybody. We have Plutos. This is also a signal group where you get signals on indices and BTC. Yeah, indices and BTC. And these guys are good. The trades are like 85% win rate, and it turns out every day. At the end of the week, our weekly win rate is always so high with a lot of pips. RFX is for people who trade fast, we call it high frequency trading. Make money in 1 minute, in 2 minutes, you're done. That is RFX. We also have, of course, these are Achilles and Athena that I talked about. Yeah, so as an add-on, you can get that as an add-on. DeFi verse is for crypto traders. You deal in crypto. You buy DeFis, you like to buy altcoins, and also you like to trade, derivatives and all that. You make a lot of money from DeFi verse. Every day, ideas come from this app. You take the idea, all you do is copy. The win rate here is also about 90%, guaranteed. Yeah, and it's based on experience. Now, I know some of you be thinking, okay, I would like to start. But before you think about that, I'd like to do something. Quickly, let me do something. I'd like to do something. So I'm going to share again. Allow me to Allow me to reshare my screen. Allow me to reshare my screen. I want to share my WhatsApp with you guys. Let me share my WhatsApp with you guys. I want you to see something. I want to take you a little bit into what we do. I mean, you see everything. Now, this is a major group, okay? This is a major group. Now, look at this. This is this around 6:28 a.m. this morning. I'm doing this presentation now around 7:26 a.m. This is 6:28 a.m. this morning. Someone had already posted on the group. Look at what he made, $50 early in the morning. I mean, this is enough. Multiply this by Naira. This is enough, actually, for a lot of people, isn't it? And that's not all. That's not all. I'd like you to see something else. I'd like you to see something else. Now, I'd like you to see something else, okay? Now, here. This is another guy who made his withdrawal, $1,200 from this. Okay, he made this withdrawal and it's going straight into his account. But that's not where I want us to go. Let's go to the place where we actually make it happen. That's why you see EA Trade Ideas. Now, let's see this. Let's see this. You want to see people making money, right? You want to see if it's worth it. These are people in the academy using the product. Now, look at all these products. These are our products. This is Manara. Manara made this guy $7 this morning, 0.01. Now, when you see people making $7, the same, you can make $7,000 on the same trade. Depends on your capital. Maybe this guy's capital is less than $20. Yeah. So if you make $7 out of 20, that's a lot based on percentage, right? Look at what happened. Manara called this trade, right? BTC USDT. The guy took it and he made it $7. Okay. That's Manara, okay? The AI semi-robot. All right, let's see other people. Look at withdrawal. These are withdrawals. As you can see, I'm going to zoom this. 589,437. That was last night for yesterday's ideas. You know, all the trades we trade. At the end of the day, people withdraw their profit every day. $589,000 in a day in this Nigerian economy or wherever you're watching from. Now, look at this. This is DeFi-Verse that I talked about. The DeFi-Verse sent an idea yesterday, sent several ideas yesterday, but this person only took the BNB idea and it hit CP1, which was 1,400 pips. For those who are traders, you know what this means. And that's not all. Let's look at this. Look at $934 made in a single day. That was still yesterday by this guy. I have a lot of receipts to show you, a lot of receipts. No, this one is not to be explained tired. No evidence. These are evidence. These are, you see, withdrawal, 1.6 million naira in a single day. Withdrawal, 1.6 million. Look at the alerts. As you can see that. Also, see $831. I mean, we have a lot of people. $27. Remember, according to the size of your capital, determine the size of trade you take, and the size of trade you take determines the size of profit you make. Look at this guy also took a trade from Manara, and that gave him how much? About, what was there? About $2 or thereabouts, depending on your capital. Like I said, it doesn't matter where you start from. This guy started with $11 and he ended the day with $22. That's like 100% of his account, isn't it? That's a good one, right? And then you can see this guy made, I wanted to focus on these two ideas. Now, this one is good, $10, fine. But this one, NZD JPY, $36, Euro NZD, $26. Did he make this from his own idea? No. Manara, a robot, sending idea. And this is it. This is Manara. Look at it. This is Manara. NZD JPY was sent. Euro NZD was sent by Manara. And this guy took it and made money from that. You can imagine. Still talking about what the product can do for you in a day. All these are in a day. Just yesterday, 15th of August, 2024, right? Another withdrawal yesterday, 316,821. And these are guys who can post their own. I mean, most of us don't really, some don't really post actually. $950,000, sorry, 950,000 naira withdrawal, single day. Look at the money people made in a single day. 1.3 million. I could go on and on and on, and this will take a whole lot of time, but I'm going to stop here so you see what I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. Not that we don't make losses, but the truth is, if you compare the ratio of loss to win, we're talking about maybe 2 to 10. Meaning, out of every 10 trades, maybe when you lose, maybe twice. I'm just saying, there's always, I mean, anybody who tells you there's no loss in anything, I mean, in trading, then run away. These are scammers, okay? We lose sometimes, but most of the time we win. At least this is a receipt for you to see that winnings everywhere. But if I have to show you where we lose or maybe where we had our losses, it will take some time. I have to go back and check once in a while. That happens, okay? But the most important thing is the win rate is very high. And that is exactly what I'd like to share with you on that part. So let's go back to our presentation. Let's go back to our presentation. All right. So as I was explaining, as I was explaining to us, so you'll be thinking, I mean, maybe you're not sure on how to start. Now, here is how. How do you join this opportunity and make money just like every other person I've just shown you? How? This is it. So we have different ways you can access this academy. Number one, you join with $150, which is the elite pack. You buy the elite pack. Okay, you join $150, knowing the fact that every month you have to subscribe with $99. Now, the question is it worth it? Yes, it will be, because when you come in, so long you have your capital to trade, the profit you make in a day, you make your subscription money in a month. You can make it in a day. You can make it in a week. Whatever, you'll be making money. And that's what it is. So this gives you access to the ECA, the learning part. You can learn Forex directly yourself from this coach and all that, from the coaches and educators. You have access to Solex, which is the app that gives you the signals where you copy like the other guys I showed you. You have access to Manara, the AI that sends ideas to you. You also have access to Jessica Ramos. This is the stock option lady, where she gives you ideas of stock option if you want to trade that, but you don't have access to the remaining ones here. Now, Elite Pro Pack gives you access, that's $235, gives you access to everything here, the Athena, the Achilles, which means if you are the big guys, you want your money to be, you want to put your money and let the trade goes on by itself without you touching it 100% hands off, then you go for the Elite Pro Pack, okay? Now we have the best pack, which is the Gold Pack. The Gold Pack comprises of everything, the Plutos, the indices guide I talked about, Solex, Defiverse, Manara, ECA, Achilles, all of them, stock options, Echo, all of them put together is what the Gold Pack will get you. Talking about the Gold Pack. And the Gold Pack is $499, which is $500, and you pay $139 every 4 weeks, which is every month. And it gives you access to all of this. Now, we still have, of course, we have Echo. This is Echo, which is another add-on. It's another, what's it called? AI also helps you to send trade ideas to you and even take some trades for you, okay? And then we have DeFiverse. Remember I talked about DeFiverse for crypto lovers? Now, this was the app where the idea of BNB came in. The idea of BNB, where the one I showed you, where the 1,400 pips was made. This is DeFiverse. And that's not all. Now, the best part is this $99 every month can also be avoided if you want to. So we have a scholarship program. We call it scholarship because it's an academy where you learn, right? And you're supposed to be paying your school fees every month, right? Now, you can also avoid paying school fees every month. And how do you do that? All you need to do is refer 3 persons. Let someone know about it. Now, remember, this is optional. If you have your money, why should you? I mean, after all, you're supposed to make money every month. So when you make money from your profit, you can pay back your subscription every month. But then, for me, I'm the type of person that if there's room for more, I'd like to take it on, isn't it? So you can refer 3 persons, so long these 3 people are active and they also become a student to the academy and they make money as well and they do their subscription every month. You don't have to pay for life. As long as they continue their subscription, you don't have to pay again. So meaning you can make your money and avoid paying $99, being a customer and a student on the platform. Just make your money and keep all of them without paying subscription for life. That's another advantage for you. Now, that is that on the being a customer part. But also there's a business in this. Now, what's that business and why do you need it? The business is business of making bonuses and commissions for what? For working with the company to refer more people to join. Now, that is optional. Remember the word optional. Now, if you're broke, like I mean, for me, even if I'm not broke, like even if you're not broke, you are the type that like to make more, then this is good for you. Why do I use the word broke? Because in forex trading, you can't say I'm not using forex, I'm a forex trader, you don't have money to trade. You need to have your capital to trade. And one thing, like I told you before, let me tell you one thing. The bigger your capital, the more opportunity you get in trading, the more opportunity you get in the market, and the lesser time you spend in making huge money in the market. And one thing about the market is the lesser time you spend, the better for you. The longer time you stay, the riskier for you because the market doesn't love you. The market doesn't like you. These guys are big guys. They trade in billions of dollars, and you come in with $100 to make so much money and become multi-millionaire. They don't like it. So most times they take people's money. You know, when I say take people's money, it's a game of who is best, who is smarter, isn't it? When you stay in there too long, you make money, you can lose it all again. And the reason why most people stay in the market for too long is when they are using small capital. And they maybe when others are making $100, they are making $10, they'll be thinking, I need to make more. And then they stay and they stay. But if you are using huge capital, 1% of your money will give you more money within seconds or within minutes. Sorry, I don't use the word seconds. In minutes, and you are out of the market. Now, for me, I always advise people, it is okay. You may not have big money to start, but then there's an opportunity for you to have big money. And that's the opportunity I want to share with you right now Also in the academy, so you won't be distracted. It's not that you have to go and look for money elsewhere. Still in the market, the company provided this one for the people that want to increase their capital in trading. And what is that? That's the affiliate part. Now, the affiliate is a separate business from your subscription as a member. Why is it a separate business? It is a separate business because normally people like to do what they want to do, which is just to trade. Some people tell you, I don't like anything that will make me to go and bring other people. It's okay. If you don't like it, meaning you have money to trade, stay that way. That's it. Your money only covers that. Stay as a customer and make your money. But then if you want to go all the way, like me, I like to do that. Actually, I was just a trader before for a while. This month, I decided to go into this part because it actually made sense, a lot of sense. Start making money on this trading. Why not share with people? So now when you share with people, if you have 3 persons in your team who joins the academy, you can become apprentice 100 and make $25 every single week. And in a month, that's $100, right? If you do that, and then others to do the same thing, and you're about 20 in your team, you make $125 every week. Now, multiply by that 1.6, that's a lot of money. Every weekend, you get this. Every Saturday, they pay you this one. And at the end of the month, you already made about 500 USD, 500 USD. And it goes on like that to $900, to $1,500 monthly, to $3,000, $5,000, $9,000, and all the way to $1 million, depending on how many students that we get into this academy through your network, through your advertisement, through what I'm doing right now. And how do you do this? You don't need to stress yourself. We do everything online. Like I'm doing. I'm talking from my living room, and this is my office, my mini office in my living room. I'm at home doing what I love to do. I mean, I'm talking, right? I could be arguing about politics, but I'm using that to talk to you, okay? So when you get into when you get into this academy through my presentation, that's how I grow as well. And what do I do with this money? It helps me to increase my capital in trading, so I can be able to make 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, $5 million, 5 million naira in a day. I like dollars a lot, and that's going to happen soon. Do you get my point, right? So this is how you make all of this money. Right now, as I speak with you in Nigeria, the highest earner in this part of this business or in this academy is about $25,000 a month. She's a young girl, less than 30. And we have another one, $15,000 earner every month. All this money, multiply them. We're talking about over 40 million here. And we're talking about over, 20-something million in a month. In a month, tell me, that's why when you look at their trades, they make more money because they have more money in it. And we have a lot of 5Ks, people who are 5K, Prodigy 5K, they make $5,000 a month. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of 3Ks. We have a lot of 1.5. A lot of them, most are undergraduate. There's actually a guy who is less than 18 years or about going to 18, who is not even a university undergraduate yet. He's around this $5,000 a month. These are opportunities wrapped up in themselves. And in the time where a lot of people complain, if there's a way to move forward, why don't you just take it? But that still depends on your mindset. I see opportunities. Well, it depends. You decide whether you see obstacles or you see opportunity as well. All right. Now, still talking about that. I know that everything I've said right now, like I started with the mindset, right? There's going to be 2 types of people at the end of this presentation. Now, the type of people I'm talking about, the one that will watch everything just happen. They're like, oh, well, it's okay. Let me just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. That's all. That's all they'll do. Those that will watch things happen. And the last part is those that make things happen. I have decided to make things happen. And I'm looking for every one of you that is interested in making things happen. It is not by force. It is not a pressure. It is not, you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Unless you're willing and ready to get out of all this complaint, to build your own economy by yourself, to build your own life by yourself, to gain your freedom again, to take control of your own life. At the end of the day, it is your life. You have to be in control. If you're ready, I'm ready, and we're ready to work with you all the way. And if you're thinking right now about it, don't think anymore. Make the decision now, because now is the time to act. Let's create that perfect moment together. Let's take action rather than waiting for a perfect time to arrive. There's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect moment. Every moment is a perfect moment. That's why I always tell people, they say God time is the best. Every time is God's time, isn't it? I'm the mentor, Ismail. Let's get together on this platform. Let's elevate our life. And that's why they said economy, life elevated. The mentor, Ismail, signing out. Love you guys. Bye.